Thanks everybody tapping the screen likes. Make sure you put your comments below. Hello everybody, welcome to my daily live stream. I'm Ragsy Crypto. I'm giving you the top news daily so you can stay informed what's happening in the markets. Now we have a few very interesting things, could be profitable things happening today. So you are going to want to hang in there. Let's get this up to 10,000 likes. We just talked about Chainlink, but I'm going to bring you something I found today that was very interesting. Very, very interesting short-term gains. I'll just show, for the people who are just coming in, we're going to show the Chainlink chart really quick, which is here. Chilling at 19. This Chainlink was the first to pump this bull cycle. It was really Chainlink. Then we saw Solana explode and some other altcoins. So now that we have this action, this huge pump right here, see, this is when it first started pumping. This is when it first started pumping and everything followed. Now we have this pump right here at the edge of the screen. You can see it shooting up. So I'm curious to see if other coins will follow. Only time will tell. Here's a daily outlook at the markets. Bitcoin's still chilling in that 42, 43,000 range. Up from about, 2 weeks ago where it was at 39,000. All the top 10 seem to be just chilling in their range. Solana's in that 96 range. It's been chilling in the 85 to about 110 range for a while now, which is great. A lot of sideways action going on. Okay, so here's what I want to show you that I'm really excited for, and I think you guys are going to want to know. Okay, so I was looking for what news to share. And this came up. Coinbase announces it's going to list 2 altcoins, one of them experimental. So I was like, okay, this has to be fake news. This has to be a scam. Here's the article. It's literally one paragraph. It said that Coinbase is going to list Aerodrome Finance and Veldrome Finance altcoins, okay? So I'm like, this is a scam. There's no way this is real news. Because that just sounds scammy. Velodrome Finance, all this stuff. So I went to Twitter. Let me show you. So I went to Twitter and I did some research. Just where I do a lot of my research actually is Twitter. And I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? And sure enough, on the Coinbase asset page, they did say they're listing these 2. And then I was like, well, why would they do that? And I found out that Aero is base related. And Velo is base related. And if you're not following this page, you can see I was not following it because I didn't even know they had this page. I would follow it because this is where they're going to be listing. This is where they've been tweeting what's going to be listed on Coinbase. And it's right here. So they are doing it. And I was like, well, why would they list this? That's so weird. It's so sketch. Like, even if you look at this chart, right? This is the Velodrome chart. I'm like, this is like hella sketch. Like, why would they do that? And the reason they're doing it is because they're base related. So I didn't know that. So now this all makes sense. So base, for me, is like the Jupiter of Solana. Okay, Jupiter is an exchange on Solana, but what I mean by that is it's getting hype and being hot. Base is not an exchange, but it's an L2, but it was created by Coinbase, and they want people to be changing things and using Base, this new concept called Base, which isn't like super new. If you're new to crypto, very new, but it's been around. But this is what they're going to be pushing this bull run. So that makes sense to me. This makes sense to me why they would list these on Coinbase, and it even gives the addresses and stuff. So I was checking these out, and here's the airdrome. So I got a little moon bag. I got a little moon bag of this one just because it was easier to buy. But again, it's not financial advice. Now, I am going to probably sell this very soon because the news just broke out today. This is going on Coinbase, so I think this is going to pump. This is all speculation. I think this is going to pump through tomorrow. So this is going to be a very short-term hold for me. And why I think this is interesting is because it's showing you, basically what they're telling you is Coinbase is going to start listing this stuff, But they also, in this article, they talk about they're going to like flag them. Like there's going to be like a warning label essentially on these kinds of projects, which is weird. It's going to be like a warning label type thing. But anyway, all right. Now, and I'm going to get back to that in a second. But I also want to talk about, so GoDaddy, you can now link your ENS domains through GoDaddy. So this I wanted to touch on because it's showing that, you know, Web 3 isn't going away. And now we're seeing Web 2, which is, if you don't know what GoDaddy is, they basically they're the #1 seller of websites. You can buy your websites on there. And now they are letting you link your ENS domain name. So even if you have an ENS domain name and you want to link it, you can do it on GoDaddy now. See, they have an official partnership with Ethereum name service. All right, so now we're going to get back to this Base thing. Sorry that my screenshots are out of order, but okay, so Base is an L2 on Coinbase, and I first learned about this when I got the Coinbase wallet, which I didn't really like because the fees are super high, but I noticed when I sent my ETH to my Coinbase wallet, it switched it to this Base network, which is this L2. So we know that Coinbase is going to be pushing this, okay? Coinbase Exchange is going to be pushing this Base thing. So I just found it interesting because, you know, I like meme coins, and sometimes I like to do stuff I shouldn't do that are high risk short-term things. And if Base keeps doing it, if Coinbase keeps doing that, listing things like Arrow and Velo Finance because they're Base related, I'm just saying I think there's an opportunity there for short-term gain. And notice I'm saying the word short-term, very short-term gains, meaning I'm anticipating that when they list this stuff on Coinbase, the price is going to shoot up, then it will crash. Okay, that's my guess. Just like what they did with Bonk. Bonk went on Coinbase, did it skyrocket? Yes, and then it crashed. So I'm not telling anybody to go buy it. I'm not saying, you know, this is just my opinion of what I'm probably going to be doing short term for a lot of these things, because historically when things get listed on Coinbase, they pump because they become more accessible to people. Oh, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, guys, leave your comments below because I will be answering them in just a second. If I missed it, put it below. So I just thought, I know a lot of my, you know, the people that come in here, they always want to know what's the next meme coin, what's the next this, what's the next that. Well, that's why I'm showing you this page that I actually didn't even know Coinbase had this page, truthfully, because they tweet out what they're going to be adding on. So I think there's opportunities here if you like to buy things short term, okay? I don't think this is great necessarily for long-term stuff, because usually when things go on Coinbase, they pump and then they crash and correct. But because I was checking the news, I got this super early, so I do think this is going to head upwards towards tomorrow. But I am planning on not holding this at all. This is just you know, very, very short-term trade for me. By the way, guys, I've been going over these top stories and top tips, and I've been posting all these lives for you. I've been putting them on my tube, so you can go head to the tube after if you missed this live stream and go back and watch it. Here's all the live streams that I've done for the past week. They're only 10 minutes. You can see I try and keep them 10 minutes or less. This one I even sped up. If you want to hear it, you can slow it down, hear me talking regular speed. This one went a little longer because this is my AI picks. Everyone's been asking me, Ragsy, what's your top AI picks? Is this video right here. And these are all the live streams done this week. So if you want to go for a walk outside for an hour, you can go listen to all of them. I go over all the coins. I'm answering people's questions. So that's where I'm putting these. These are on the tube, and this is at the top of my page. Okay. Now I will answer everybody's questions. So just to be clear, I showed you that Twitter page by Coinbase Assets because I do think there's an opportunity there to make money short term, because if they list and here's just my thinking, again, this is just my opinion. If they're saying, hey, we're going to list, they listed Bonk already, but let's say Myro, okay? Myro is like another meme coin on Solana. If they tweet that on the assets page saying it's going to Coinbase, For me, I'm thinking it's going to go up, definitely. Not forever, but very short term. So if you're first to get that news, you can kind of buy into that coin if you want. Like I bought the second I heard the news on the arrow, I got a little moon bag of that. It's already up 10%. And I didn't even do anything. I just heard about it first. So I'm not telling anybody to go do this. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And for people who like short-term things, like short flips, Coinbase has that page that lists when it's going to be listing something. So, all right, now I will answer all your questions, concerns, compliments. Okay, another ICP person. Damn, you guys love talking about ICP in here. ICP, it's an AI coin. I do talk about that in my last live, which is on the tube. Somebody's saying bear flag on Velo. Oh, I agree. By the way, with this Velo and Arrow stuff, as I stated in the beginning of this live, somebody came late. I think these were sketch. It's something I would never buy. Truthfully. It's something I would never buy. Anything that has finance in the name, I'm like, oh, hell no, red flag. However, that's why I found this so interesting. Because Coinbase is going to be listing them. Confirmed by their Twitter. This is going to happen. Unless their Twitter got hacked. It's very possible their Twitter got hacked and that tweet's fake. Okay, that's always a possibility. But according to their Twitter, they're listing them. I'm seeing this as a short-term opportunity. But if they weren't going to be listed on Coinbase, would I ever buy those things? Absolutely not. That's why I'm treating them like a meme coin. So I'm not here to shill. I'm not here to say how great they are. But it makes sense why Coinbase said, you know what, we are going to list these because they're base related. And Coinbase is trying to push base, their L2 base. That's why they're doing it, in my opinion. Not financial advice. When is the bull run going to start? The bull run's already started. Everything's up 30%-ish. Like the top 10s are up like 20-30%. Bull run's already started. Now the bull run where you start seeing crazy shit, I think that's going to happen after the Bitcoin halving in April, probably 6 to 8 months. I don't think you're going to see these crazy skyrockety things in the market just quite yet, but that's the point. That's why people, if you're interested in this stuff, you should almost be paying attention now because it's still early-ish now. I think it gets to a point when everything starts going crazy that it doesn't mean things won't be profitable. It just means you're late. And for me personally, I don't like to get into things late. All right, we're going to take one more question, and then we're going to hang up the phone. We're going to take one more question, then we're hanging up the phone. What is the main exchange you buy on? Are there any we should stay away from? I would say if you're brand spanking new to crypto, honestly, Coinbase probably is the best option because the app is very friendly. It's very user friendly. It's very straightforward. However, Coinbase is freaking expensive. I'm not going to lie. The fees are expensive. And so is crypto.com. Crypto.com, the fees, in my opinion, are so expensive. However, it's like, I think it's safe. In my opinion, nothing's ever safe as crypto, but it is safer. In my opinion, I would feel more comfortable buying on those exchanges. Like, I'm based in the United States, right? So I'm more prone to buying things in the United States because if shit goes down, I know in all likelihood I'm probably going to get my money back, some sort of, compensation, whatever, should something happen. Okay, so that's why I'm in the U.S. only by U.S. exchange. We saw that with Voyager, right? Voyager went bankrupt, but they still had to send out checks to people for whatever the liquidation amount was or whatever. So that's just my opinion. You can buy whatever exchanges you want because Coinbase does not have every single coin in the world, right? It only has certain coins. But I think like if you're a beginner, that's probably the most user-friendly option. Though like the safest thing they say to do is to take the currencies off the exchange and put it in a wallet. So a hard cold storage wallet, they're saying that is the safest option. Okay, somebody says Tron, what's your expectations? Well, I don't have it. You know, like, I don't have Tron. I don't plan on buying Tron. Does it mean it's done? No. Does it mean it's over? No. Like, they're still doing stuff. It's just, for me, it's not a hold for me personally. But it doesn't mean it's not going to do well and it's not going to pump. I think last cycle I had some BitTorrent, which is on Tron, and I bought it right at the right time, and it pumped, and I made some money on it. But that concludes my Tron journey. Truthfully, so but it doesn't mean if you think it's great and you should buy it, then you got to do what you want to do. You thought I was Canadian. I'm not Canadian. Everyone thinks I'm Canadian. They say I look Canadian. All right. So that concludes my live for today. Again, I'm trying to keep these daily news lives very short, 10 minutes, so that they're consumable. So you can go back and watch the 10-minute video if you want. We covered a bunch of things that are going on in the market today. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this live to the tube if you want to go back and watch it. And you also should visit my tube anyway, because a lot of you guys have been asking me about my AI picks and other things. So this is my tube, and look, I have my top 5 AI coins is here. This is a live stream I did, I don't think yesterday, but the day before, so you can go back and listen to it. And if you slow the speed down, because I had to speed it up because it was 40 minutes, but if you want to hear me talk regular, you can just make the speed half, and you can hear me speak slower if you want. Or actually, it won't be slower, it'd be about the pace I'm speaking now, because it's really fast. But yeah, I have all them here. I'm uploading them to the tube, so you can go back and check those out and listen to them, and make sure that you also subscribe. So that concludes our presentation.